Welcome to today's edition of Amber Voice with Mr. Nanchop. Now, brothers, sisters, fathers, and mothers, to those of you who are watching me on Facebook, please, I would like you to click on your share button and invite someone to join us on this special broadcast. I intend to keep it short. Short means under an hour. Well, that's my new, should I say new resolution? Because what I want to be doing is, I want to make sure my videos are short enough and precise enough, so much that many people can download them and share them on WhatsApp and make it easy. So in that case, there will be some days where I'll be coming up maybe twice a day. Because in the past, what I've been doing is I try to put a lot of things together to pass out the message. What I've discovered is that sometimes you will notice that my live shows are 3 hours, 4 hours long. And I noticed that many Amazonians don't have that patience to watch a 3 hours show, right? So, because I'm trying to put a lot of things together, and I have decided that I'm going to make sure I take my time to explain things detailedly, so much so that everyone can understand me. Even a fool, even those who were sleeping in their classrooms in the days of primary schools and secondary schools, they can understand me. Because this message will be of no importance to you and to me if we cannot understand it and get it in its full context, So I decided to be making my videos short. Talk on a topic and leave it, and perhaps talk on another topic. Don't mix the topics together. Secondly, I also want you to be able to watch the videos within a short space of time and then get the depth of the material. And ladies and gentlemen, now please, if you're joining me on Facebook, I want you to click on your share button. Now I want this to be a compulsory thing. And I'm sorry, I've noticed that a lot of you come live, you are commenting, you're doing what you're doing, but you're not sharing. I've told you that Facebook is fighting hard to make sure that they suppress my page. The internal and external, La Republic is fighting to close my page. Listen, brothers and sisters, if there is one page, I'm not trying to boast, but if there is one page right now that is doing investigative journalism or investigative activism, it's my page. I know I have wonderful comments like Paul Nilongo is a good he explains things very well. Prince J.K., the son of Victoria, a wonderful activist. These are all wonderful activists. But we all have our strengths. We all have areas where we are good at. And I think and I believe that I'm good at doing the investigative activism, if I should say it that way, if I'm permitted to use those words. And I dig to the core so much that whatever the enemy is trying to do, there is no way, there is no level of technology they will implement that we cannot dig them out on this platform. So they are fighting hard. When we talk, we are not just talking about we hearsay. We bring the core facts with evidence. Now, if I'm disproving somebody on this show, I don't go and say, the man be toxic. I don't do that. I bring that person, I put him on my screen. We hear him talk. We get his own words. We get his contradictions. We disprove them by their words. Just like the Bible says, by your words you shall be justified, and by your words you shall be condemned. So we are not condemning them by some vague ideologies. We condemn them by their own very words, you see. And I think that's the grace God has bestowed upon me. And that's the grace in which I operate in this revolution. And it hurts the enemy. See, it hurt the enemy and La Republic and all the internal enablers. It hurt them. It's so painful to them because, the worst way you can disprove somebody is not by saying the person say no, you use his or her own words, videos, where the person is seeing himself, they are seeing themselves, they are seeing, the person sees himself. No, he sees or she sees herself talking and you are disproving the person with his own words, it's so painful because they cannot deny that they are not the one talking. They cannot deny that that was not their words. And that's so effective in this revolution, and I'm conscious of that. So much that right now they are fighting hard. Look at what they are doing. It's either they are insulting me that I be PD, or I be this, I be that. Now, I want to show you on this show how gullible Ayuktabe Julius has become. Excuse me, please. Hold on. I don't want to hear any noise there, please. Sorry about that. No swear man get small picking over us. Sometimes they disturb. So as I was trying to say, ladies and gentlemen, we will not relent our effort because we must disgrace the devil. And Ayuktabe Julius and the gangs there. I want to show now on this show how low they don't go. Papa and Mami them. I want proof for now, factually and evidentially, as I always do. I want to see how shameless Ayuk Julius Tabe don't become. You know, when man fail, that's where you get wisdom. When you fail for life, it is shut up, him up, be quiet. But when you fail, then you try now for fight openly against the other ones where they succeed. You make yourself more vulnerable. You make yourself more vulnerable. And that's the fate of Ayuk Julius Tabe. Now he failed that because he not only failed Ambazonians there, now he don't publicly and openly the one fight Ambazonians them. Hence, he expose himself more. He disgrace himself more. He now is so against them. I see some video where some person sent for me today where it show those the way they don't bring down Ayuktabe Julius. I saw it. You see, now what the Bible talks here, it not be now how good you start, it be now how good you end. Better is the end of a thing thereof than the beginning. You see. And fellow Ambazonians say, me and you will know how good will be start this revolution. Some people and the way they start the revolution very good and effectively. We said in there today, most of them they don't give up, they don't fall on the way. You know, their heart don't become weak and discouraged. La Republic don't buy some Nick Santos. So Foncha, Failure in Congo, name them Epo, Mark Arata, name them Ayuktabe Julius, name them. I think continue to name them. How will the revolution be start? When I hear Ayuk Julius go talk some of those videos and they chilling, powerful, you go think in a man if he die for the revolution. They will say that today. And I will show now in a very short moment for you, factually, how that man don't become worse than the devil inside the revolution. It don't become so useless, where, I mean, it don't become worse than an imbecile. Click on your share button. Now, admins, I'm giving you the permission. Anybody where you know see share, where it comment, you know see share for corner, block it straight. We need to take that nonsense again for the revolution. La Republic no fit fight for stop women not talk the truth. Then you to the camera, you can't watch the show, you know want to spread the truth. Block the person. All my admins them, all will now watch me right now. If you see any person with a comment for corner name, if you comment a good comment, if it is a guy done Mr. Nanchop, if you don't see share, because normally when person share, you deserve your name share. If you never share, just block it. We'll block them. I prefer to get 100 faithful people where they can watch my show, they share them. I know that people that would work as a team for this revolution. I know one way that they can share on, they enjoy, they want to use the revolution like a comedy. For they enjoy the efforts of others. People that they put in money, energy, time. You can't share on the watch. You know if you even share, you contribute. The same way they contribute, you know one contribute money. The same way they draft, you know one draft. The same way they do anything, you only share on, you look at. Even for share the message, you know one share. So what to be your own use for the revolution? And some of them I get the guts for the call me one I don't hear they tell lies them. Oh, Mr. Nanchop, you talk about it, you know. I want to clear up the air today on some few things, and I'll become more brutal as the days go ahead, more radical against internal enablers and external enablers. Nothing can stop me. I know the boss. When I tell you say I'm the German steel made in Germany, yes, the German steel. I dey crush and grind any evil and nonsense against the Amazonian people. You listen, you fit try to form livestock against Mr. Nanchop. Some people, they just when they talk, they are foolish against me. It hurt me. I don't even feel when you talk those things. I get my shield, where those fire dots don't even come in, just the bounce they go. But if you try them against the Amazonian people and against the revolution, you shall face the anger and the wrath of Mr. Nanchop. So admins, any man will comment who you see his name, you don't put share, block it straight. Because I don't want people that they come, they watch the show, share, So what be your own? How we could do propel our message to the world, to other Amazonians? How? So with that being said, let me continue with what I was saying. Now, fellow Amazonians, brothers and sisters, as I be try for talk, Papa and Mammy, our revolution done on course. If this revolution not be done on course, forget all these people in the fight. See, one of the things where they make people know so our revolution day, and it be so effective, and the things they would do, it hurt the enemy. Look at the reaction of the enemy. You think say, Mahatma Gandhi talks say first they will ignore you. You understand? No? What will be started be ignore we. You see, after they don't ignore we, they ignore we. After they start and fight we. They don't fight we now, they fight we. You know why they fight we? Because which what they do, it be effective and it cost them pain. It cost them pain. It hurt them. It hurt La République. Why? Okay, when this thing be start as the Anglophone crisis, if we take La République, simple commitment and sincerity for solve the matter, La République deny. Now the matter don't go beyond hands. They invest a lot of money, time, energy, lives, and a lot of resources for try to suppress the matter, for solve it. They don't try to organize the Grand National Dialogue. Imagine, say, teachers and lawyers there, they be go on the street. La République wake up say, okay, they want to organize a Grand National Dialogue for the country. It will be a positive move at the beginning. You understand? But they want to use repression. If they let person where you get the problem will cost you 10,000 CFA. If rather choose for deny that people know they exist, for spend 1 million, for bribe people that they can't deny that people know they, La République don't just spend more, I need to lose more. For try for bribe, pay internal enablers and they don't pay law firm of America tire. They don't do all kind of things, they don't tire. And they need to succeed. But look the amount of energy, life, and money they don't waste. And look their contracts, they don't become destroyed. They want to teach you a lesson for the life, even for we Amazonians. So sometimes it's easier to go the straight and the honest way than to try to use a lot of manipulation. Look at what Ayuktabe and Surrogates do. Look at what Epom, the mad boy, is doing. The AIDS patient. Look what he do. Look what way Mark Arata did do. This young boy then. Look which way Ayuktabe right now, Yerima, they do. They don't lose the focus of the vision for Mboya. Now, they be bent for device manipulative schemes, videos, things that them say, they need to fight again. Look, the other day they go shit down for meeting. Some person sent me the audio. Wait, Don Pasho. I don't even know that. I don't even know the Don Pasho. I only hear the name Don Pasho. If you hear a voice, you hear only a voice. You just know say, now a very raw, crooked criminal. From the voice who I hear. In the talker, when they say Sako for some place, when they attack Sako, I was like, what is this guy Don? Because he addressed himself for the video or for the audio like Don Pasho. I'm like, what is this guy? He's calling himself Don Pasho. I really need to know this guy. Where it be so raw, so dirty, so bitter against his own brother. If at all, he fight for the same cause. So now Sako now be the problem. Now Mr. Nanchop now be the problem. No be La République. I will show you now which I talk about. I will put a video on the screen. A short, and I want to go through a small IT course because plenty Amazonians they don't divide me yesterday on today and nothing. They send me messages. So answer me some messages, say some screenshots. In fact, Amazonians, You know, it is sad that for so long, now I understand why La République, they are calling us Anglophiles. Because some of us, we behave like fools. You know, even for things the way it be so obvious and so clear, we are so easily manipulated by the enemy. Why? You see elderly men and women, BB, Papa and Mommy them, they be easily manipulated with lies. They cannot reason. Some person will can't tell you say 1 + 1 are 11. They either shout on you say 1 + 1 are 11. You just believe it. It shows how easily manipulated you are. Why? No wonder we will be in this slavery with La République for so long. Because some of us have decided to be internal enabler. Why? 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 So let me ask you a question. For those of you who are fighting against the independence of Ambazonia, you prefer to go and live with people who are killing your brothers and sisters? Seriously? So you think, you rationally thinking that for stay with La République, it will be better than for be alone? Look at the death. Look at how many people they are killing every day. Look at the maltreatment, even in the midst of this crisis, even when the world is condemning them. If La République they begin shame, therefore even they say, oh Maza, we are not exposed to them, mono they kill again. No, but they are still killing you because they don't regard your lives. And yet you still have some of your own brothers and sisters fighting to support them. Is it a curse? Even the curse that was on Esau was not like this. Even the case on Cain, no be this so. I don't understand us sometimes. And I'm going to come into those things. I'm going to put some things on the screen for you to see. And then, don't forget the topic we are talking about is Ayuktabe and Surrogates openly confirm that they are for La République. You understand? Now, any man will be see the doubt say Ayuktabe the work now for La République. After the show today, that doubt will disappear because I will show you the proofs there. Any man will be the doubt say Eric Tato the work for La République and Ayuktabe, all these people, Yerima and the rest of them. I've done a lot of shows to prove to you. I don't know why some of we Ambazonians with our big brains, some people they are just so stupid. I'm sorry, some people are just so stupid that I don't know how you can save them from their stupidity. And La République is taking advantage of that to kill our people. La République, that's why they call us Anglophiles. Because literally, there are some things that I hear some people talk and say, and I'm like, what is wrong with these people? What is wrong with some of us? That we see a lie. We know it is a lie. You know. I don't think some of us are really that stupid not to know that what these guys are doing is a lie. Or is wrong, is bad. But somehow you just enjoy it and you know. And then, and then the worst of all, these gangs of Ayuktabe Julius, they have lied to themselves so muchly that they now believe their own lies. They are confused. They have lied to themselves so much. They don't lie for themselves. They don't lost in their own lives. They deceit, form a lie. They know that this is a lie they form it. Then they push it out there. Then the couple can't believe and say not true. Can you imagine how gullible these guys have become? Can you imagine how ridiculous Ayuktabe and his gangs has become? Eric Tato, Tapan, can you see how ridiculous they have become? They have lost the focus on fighting La République. Now listen, La République is killing our people. Look at the amount of people that are dying every day back home. Ayuk Julius Tabe will never condemn it. Instead, he is writing a letter of apology to Kanto. No, think calm. If Ibise Ikwa himself say be president, as some they claim, a vice president, they Yerima, as they claim, then the Kiwa picking them, Kiwa mami them. Look what did happen for Mbena. Instead, Ayuk Julius Tabe, the instead back come to the right letter. He the fight join say me and come to the fight for move there so that he will become prime minister for La République. Can you imagine? Now person now when they call and say when a president? Can you imagine how this guy don't lost the whole thing? Simply now. I want to show now. Let me put something on the screen before I go into it. Let me start with this one. Most of them I don't see. I see some person send me some newsletter that I laugh. Well, this one not going to be a distraction for me, Mr. Nanchop though. I see a newsletter where some person put on. They say some WhatsApp message from Mr. Nanchop and Dr. Sako. Now, Amazonians, I want us to listen, because I've seen this kind of games from La République and Ayuktabe and Eric Tato many times in this revolution. I addressed it once, hoping that Amazonians will be able to understand. Now, you remember the show I made. The title of that show was How to Discover Internal Enablers in the Revolution. If you missed that show, because the explanations I gave on that show, how to know internal enablers, how to discover them, it's so simple. I'll give you a day of teach person how to know say mango don't ripe. You have to touch them when it's soft. You know say don't ripe. If na number 2, once you shine, you see I don't be the way, you know say don't ripe. How people they still be that dull? I've been marveled by the degree of dullness from some Amazonians, where La République use them for destroy their own self. Why? I told you La République has 3 agenda. 1, the one waiting, create confusion amongst we with their lies telling. We start fight ourselves, hence it will create distraction, it will limit we, and then they destroy the revolution. And if some of we, after 4 years inside the revolution, if we're never open, with the amount of dead people will get them, the amount of people who don't lose them, if we're never stay open, I'd imagine when will our eyes get open? When? I mean, 4 years plus in this revolution, with all the experiences, La République don't play all a game, all a tactics. It don't exhaust all its strategies, and we know. Yet, some of we will still fall for a cheap propaganda. Why? Amazonians, why? Why? I want to show you something. I want to show you how La République use manipulative skills for deceive Amazonians. And then the worst I say, the people where they even try to use them, now some among us, where they be so gullible. You know, when I see this thing, I say I don't talk about it, man, give them time. I want to see how the Ayok camp, the coalition for surrender, and they fall for it. I hear Mark Barata take them, he go to put them. Ask yourself, he go put them for SCBC TV. A poem go take and they talk about. But anybody will get sense, I will put it in for screen. Because it was a big trap where I see the thing. I know Russian man come out there, we can't condemn them. I'll make it right up, but allow them in the fact I want you to talk. Because I'm not saying not them. Do you remember that a few weeks ago when they be hacked SCBC? Now who be disprove them? I mean Mr. Nanchop. SCBC can't lie. I mean when SCBC, sorry, be hacked ABC. Now we prove them. I can't disprove them. Today, they beg, they fight, may nothing go down. When Ayuktabe with Epom and Mark Barata, they can't beg Dr. Sako, now who can tell Amazonians? Now me. Because if I may be in a background thing, I can't expose them. I say, if you sin against man publicly, listen Amazonians, more be honest. If person sin against you publicly, he no can ask you forgiveness, but back, make her ask you forgiveness publicly. Some people now that pride go kill them for the revolution and for the life. Pride. Over pride. For public, they want to show you the day, but privately they suffer, they die. Even man when they inside prison, they don't give you eternal life imprisonment. It is still one use pride for fight with Amazonians. What a shame. What a shame. Now, some of when I don't see this WhatsApp two-way out there, I see that they spread out Coalition for Surrender. Then they spread out a WhatsApp message out there. They say, now, Mr. Nanchop, Dr. Sako they write. They say, now, Dr. Sako they write, Mr. Nanchop, he sent Mr. Nanchop $2,700. Seriously. You know, I want to show now how gullible Ayuktabe Julius. I want to show now how gullible Eric Tato Epom, the AIDS patient of Maryland. I want to show now how gullible Mark Arata, the occultist, became a key papa for occultism because of power. You know, and the rest of them. I want to show now how gullible the boys they don't become for the revolution. Where they don't go now, they do dirty and silly things for dirty the revolution, for dirty Amazonians, for create confusion against Amazonians. Because their enemy now are Amazonians, not be La République again. See how they don't go manipulate a chart. Then they try to do them. They don't even do the manipulation for you. You even see the error. And I want to show now the errors there. I want to show now because most of them I don't see that chart. That WhatsApp chat where they spread all over. They say, oh, Dr. Sako did pay Mr. Nanchop. Now I want to draw our attention for some things for that very message where they write them. For show you the mindset of the person who write them. Maybe he show you say he recognize and say my activism they hurt them. My activism, because I dey talk the truth. You know, say truth get power. Where if you talk truth against rich man, it dey hurt you, it dey do everything for one for kill you. So because I dey talk the truth and it dey hurt them inside their marrow, inside their bone, they don't go shit down. They try to frame up a write up. Even the English, terrible grammar. The English is just so catastrophic. Look at even the English. They chat. I mean, it's so. If you look at the whole thing where they try to do, it's so erroneous, with so many mistakes. See, learn from Mr. Nanchop. I need to do fake propaganda. I don't even do propaganda. If at all I go ever dare one do propaganda, I will do them against the Republic. But I need to do propaganda. And anything I talk for my show, I talk with facts and proofs. How many times Amazonians bear me the witness? Person don't call for my show. You want to talk about something, I tell you, say, if you don't get evidence, I need to report about that. People that call me, somebody they call me privately, and I need to fall for that thing. Some man will tell me, say, oh, this, that. I need to take what you they tell me. I'm a one-man army. All my investigations and everything what I do them alone. A one-man army. So join all them. Tapang, Mark Arata, Epom, the 8th patient of Maryland. Join all of them. Ayuktabe, all of them. The coalition for surrender. They don't reach my left hand. Not to talk for say I would waste my right hand for deal with them. Now my left hand. So I want to disprove them, Amazonians. I want to show you people how La Republique is so devilish and weak. I want to show you people how La Republique has lost it. Now take a look at this. Now, you don't. I don't give a time when I look that message. I want to put this thing up for screen. Some of you don't surely see them. Some of you never see them. Okay. The one that's some La Republique News. I don't know how they want to come out. Why they call and say Eagle News Africa. Now they make a message. They make a write up. When I see them, they write against me and Dr. Sako. They declare for the write-up say, might just go for the second paragraph. They say Dr. Samuel Sako is specifically worried that the activism of Eric Tato and Mark Berata on exposure of mismanagement of my trip to Boya, undermining his integrity and his ability to raise funds, which many Amazonians said end up being mismanaged by Sako himself and Chris Ano rather than blah blah blah. They go ahead. By the way, when I don't see these things, when I don't get the videos, this is out there. Now, I'm going to understand something. I don't understand when I see some person do something, and I get to ask myself 3 questions. Now, who do it? How the person do it? And why? The purpose. Why the person do it? If you answer these 3 questions, you go easily. It's most especially the 3rd question, the motive. Because there is always a motive behind everything. There is always a motive behind every action. So when some person do something, ask and say why the person do it. If you understand why the person do it, you can know of what benefit that thing be. You see? Okay. When they make this write up, according to them, they the one discredit Mr. Nanchop for sure say he be a corrupt activist. And then they the one, according to them, affirm or ascertain, say Dr. Sako the bribe activist them. Now imagine this is the purpose. Now why do they do it? Now why did they do this? Then my tell now what happen. Now that's why they did it. Why are they doing it? Did they do it for blackmail? Now the main target, because imagine say now people the way they talk say the Amber World draft na scam. That one na just internet money, na internet figures so people that they can't shit down the eraser. Now so they talk. When I remember. Now then they talk how Dr. Sako use the money for draft for bribe activities. Which money? Money where you just na fake money, not just internet money. Now you talk say Dr. Sako use the money for bribe activism. What is your problem? You don't look and say for person he hate the person, they know something be wrong with that kind of person. Then they don't end for day. They go as far as to try to manipulate a chart as though na a chat between Mr. Nanchop and Dr. Sako. Then they put it out there. Can you see? Ask yourself the question. I don't tell you say every tattoo not get work. I don't tell you say that 8 patient he not get work when I think in a lie. How people that will go shit down the Mark Arata, the occultists, because it should not get work. This pikin only live on the money where they be the contributor. They go fund me, the Sunday offering, and all those things. Because now Dr. Sako don't stop saying they don't go give money for no activists they give for that kind of thing. Money to go for Ground Zero through the county and the county coordinators them for help the boys of Ground Zero. They begin and the vex. Now that they're gonna have a better go take money for La Republic for spoil the revolution. How person will be that devilish? Then see what they do. They go shit down, they decide to chat. No, for frame up me and Dr. Sako, and I will show that the error where they make up. He did it. I glad to Ambazonians actually not spread among them. I want to show that they are error where they make up for the. I want to show you they are manipulating. I want to disprove them. Listen, the grandpapa for person where go one technically, right? Blackmail Mr. Nanchop. They never born him. They never born a grandpapa. Not to talk of a papa. Then they can't born the person. Now me say for all the actually they want use technology. All of them are still kids. They get for still learn. May they come from us. May they come subscribe for my IT course. May I teach them. The one going called already said one hack ABC. You go do a dirty hacking. I disprove you should even your name. All man knowing they say that tango. Wait. Everybody know. You horrible guys. Horrible. It be so terrible, brothers and sisters. This is so terrible. We are fighting to fight La Republic. Look at the killings of our people. Look at what is happening in Ground Zero. We are fighting even when we are raising monies to support our refugees, to support our people. Some are going out there to fight us. Why? They want to tell you say they did for you. It be so terrible. That means that the lives and the blood of our people no mean nothing for these guys them again. They will go shit down, they make a write up, like say that Dr. Sako and me would write. Ask yourself, why? Let's be real. Why would somebody be doing that? If it is somebody who is for Ambazonia, if na person way there for Ambazonia, why it will go shit down? The type that kind of they do. Why? What is the motive? What did it drive the person? They want to show you how gullible Ayuktabe and become. How gullible the coalition for surrender. A poem, a poem, Mark Arata. How gullible these guys have become. Ambazonians, have you discovered in this revolution that all the bad videos, all the bad things, in the first scandal for the half of my country people, Eric Tato and Mark Barata, when I don't discover so, also the Sparks, the 4. Think, look, I don't say, me Ambazonians, they begin for the reason. More begin for the see the truth and perceive. Whenever you see any bad video out there where they say that the keys of person, now always my country people, they get them first. Or Eric Tato, or Mark Barata, or Susie Spark. Why these 4 people? When I ask yourself, because there are people now then they do them. Because the boys the way that they kill those people for guns, the way that they commit these atrocities, they work now with them. So the boys and now then go tell the boy when I cut the people there. Do the thing. Why did they do those things? They do them because they want blackmail the Ambazonian struggle. They want blackmail the Ambazonian revolution. They do them because they want to make those gullible, weak-minded Ambazonians, may they be deceived, they go fall for that trap. They will say, may the international community look we like terrorists. You know, say La Republique, don't they use the word, say we be terrorists for so long, you know so? So, this boy there, when they do the thing, when they go kill people, when I see that brutal video that they cut person in the hand, that they cut that woman in the neck, that they do those, look, Florence Ayafo. Female general can tell we say Florence Ayafo. Now Ayaba they be kill her. He be there inside their group that they be planning. Thank God this person come out can't talk the truth. Ambazonians, they want to ask yourself, why did they do all these things? Because they work with La Republique. When La Republique go tell the international community so will be terrorists then, they go behind, they go do acts of terrorists, those brutal barbaric acts. When La Republique go take those videos now, for go show the international community, so you see them. We tell them that the Ambazonian people them, they be very barbaric. If they get their own country, and so they go to kill people. They do them because they want to spoil our revolution. Their target, no be me, Mr. Nanchop. No be Dr. Sakuna our revolution for spoil them. They want to do all this bad thing for blackmail the revolution, for give the revolution a negative image. Why? Simply because none of them they in control. Imagine say Tawa Ayuktabe be in control. All will be the give support all Ambazonians. No man will be to say I no be Manu. No man will be to say I no be no. All will support you. That was the movie for power. The impeach. Wait happen for you. He don't form his own group. He go form his own group now. Then the fight now for spoil the revolution. Which that one they tell you. Say this man is devilishly wicked. And all his surrogates them like Eric Tato, Mark Arata. These guys are so devilishly wicked. Look their own. Okay, when I hear the video where failure on Congo can talk Ayuktabe na he make Ayuktabe become president. What's the failure on Congo did today? Now in that in a number they don't go join La Republic. They fight who are place. They fight who are soldier them. Number now they fight for show place who are soldier. They fight for Bush. Why? Simply because they look and say none of them they in control. Now Dr. Sako and the interim government they in control. How person will be wicked that way? When I imagine how wicked and I mean these people they be. Look at some certain things the way Satan if you do. Even Satan the fear. Why look devils them. Do I want to show that Ayuktabe and Eritato, these boys are worse than the devil than devils. Sometimes when devil, they should also devil talk about God say you think are wicked. Look Eritato. Devil the should Satan. If the should also he get peace of heart. He say I be things are wicked. Look Ayuktabe. No, I mean Satan the should also that's what it say I be things are wicked. Look Eritato. In the shock, the devils them the shock because even devils them they need to sell their own self. Devil them, they need to fight against themselves. They fight against angels and good people. You understand? Even devil them, for when they're wicked and they be very stupid and dull for their own kingdom, devil kingdom, they know they fight against themselves. They fight and the angels them and the good people, the good people of the Lord. But people who are wicked past devils, like Eric Tato, the AIDS patient of Maryland, because he knows in life already be useless. He knows because of the AIDS, sooner or later he would die. He don't get the life again. Mark Arata, the occultist, he knows as if they would so. He doesn't enter occultism in life. These people don't have a future. Ayuktabe, they knows as if they don't finish. He go either be for everlasting imprisonment, he die for prison, or he join La Republic, they fight with, so that they will promise so they will remove it. Now, this is what this guy. So they don't care about the death of our people. They don't care about you and me. They don't care. Look to what they do. They want to destroy the revolution by all costs and all means. Even if that means may they go out there, they do all kind of manipulative schemes. They go do them. Look what they do. For example, they go out there 2 days ago now when they don't try to manipulate a write-up like saying me and Dr. Sako. Now, I tell when I say I go disprove them. Let me disprove them. Click on the share button. Click on the share button. I want me to add them when I click on the share button. So ma show us some of those things. Ma show us the evidence. I be tell when I say I will disprove them. And ma show now. Okay. Now Mona see some level of technology. I want you now only 3 points. I want you to give 3 for the error that they make over there, they right up there they do. I don't show that they right up there they do the error them. Okay, first of all, ma put some thing for screen. Now, ma lay down the preliminaries, the people understand. My number, now for screen. When I say my number for screen, now for here. My number is everybody. Some person notice if you for Amazon, you will not get my number. And one good thing, I put my profile picture for open so that anybody will store my number. You go know that Mr. Nanchop this. When you get my number, even you are free to have my number on your phone. In fact, if you not get my number on your phone, that means you not be an Amazonian. Because one of the first numbers you get for your phone is Mr. Nanchop. So now whenever I put the number public, if you call me on direct line, you call me on WhatsApp, you always get me. Or you write me a message. You see. So look at my number on the screen. So everybody literally get my number. If you store my number for your phone, click for the WhatsApp, you'll see my picture. So I want to make some things that may be very clear. I want to show you some mistake with people that make away the door. Point number 1. You no go ever see for WhatsApp when last are they online or when last I be live. You no ever see. For all when I get my number for how many months. Tell me one day you don't see when last I be online. When last are they online? Okay, ma show us something. More go now. I be telling us say I will just take on through a small technology for showing us something. Okay, let's do this together. What should I see right now on my screen? Now my laptop screen this. My show now my laptop is screen that. When I see okay. Now the people the way they go make that screenshot message, they can't put them for outside there. They the one deceive the world say if it then a chat between Dr. Sako and Mr. Nanchop. No, it was never a chat. Listen, it not be then a chat between Dr. Sako and Mr. Nanchop. As a matter of fact, it don't be no more than 2 weeks. Me and Dr. Sako never even talk. Almost 3 weeks we never even talk because the man be busy. Are they busy? I want talk. Would talk. Would talk when would talk right now. Ambazonians, a lot of work they go for background for the international for talk for go for the international mediation. A lot of talks will get a lot of work for background. We'll get a lot of work. I want you to run design and say, we know they come for social media, we can't talk again because for the past, whenever we come for social media, we can't expose what we do. The enemies of the revolution, firstly, they go fight them. And then it give La Republic a room for no way to do. So we don't decide now say, we can't talk what we do, we only now resort there for talk for yourself. At the year some people they talk, oh, what should happen for draft money? What should happen? They expect now La Republic. They expect so we can't tell them what we plan for do. So that they'll go block them. No, the results could talk for themselves. You see. So Amazonians, we don't go beyond that level where with the shake, where people that we can't force with, we can't talk our secret, our plans and for public. We don't go beyond that. And that's my expectation. So we will grow in knowledge for this revolution. Time be there for this revolution where people be deceive filthy. This kind of fake news them will be fall. But now we don't grow in knowledge beyond all these things. I want to show you something. Everybody get my number. Point number one. You need to see when last Mr. Nanchop did online. Now see for this screen. Now two screenshot in this. Let me make something. Now two screenshot in this. Screenshot number one. I take zoom 8. I'll show you something. Okay. Now you see this on the screen. The one I screenshot I make on today with one of my other phones. If you look at, I want you to look at. Look the time I make up for my German time, 17:13, Mr. Nanchop, today. You see him? Look him. Okay, man, go to the left. See the person when you make your own screenshot. When I see him, what you wanna see? First thing when you get for note, it is show for you say last seen today at 10 a.m. Okay, it is show say this function. It is show say from which you the person you don't see the show him. It is show say when man look for my WhatsApp, man fit see when at lastly they online. But if you go through, you look for my WhatsApp. You know if you see when I lastly day online. You know if you see when I lastly day online. See I for right. You can never see. Take note of that. And even you when you get my WhatsApp, go check out. You get my WhatsApp number, store off your phone. Check out why you go see when I lastly day online. You know see. That function never ever be activated for my phone. It never ever be activated for my WhatsApp. So now firstly for show you see. I want to know how they do them. And I go do them. Now if this thing I tell anybody if you do it. Any person if you do graphic, if you manipulate images, if you do it. I want to show now how people they be so gullible. Person even go take, they go do chat. No, they like the way they do now, say they take two people them. The other one they keep private number, they chat normally. Then some person now because they get my number, he go take my number, they cut that place when my number is show and my profile picture. Then they take another, they can put them on top the person where they be the chat with he profile picture and the number. You see how? So that person will see person will don't know, say that manipulation. He go say, oh, now Mr. Nanchop in number that for day. True. But they make a very big error I go show now. That one are the key way. In fact, I think give them like 10 errors so they make up with it. Technically. But I want to show now 4, I want you to go na 3 or 4. You go correct. You can get other things if you talk. I want to show na 3 or 4 where they make a one I go see for day. When I see how gullible Ayuktabe and these guys they don't become. So today they go fake chat. For me and Dr. Sako, only because they want lie themselves and they want believe their own life. Say, Dr. Sako bribed me or he give much. I mean, just can you imagine how? This is ridiculous. I mean, this is my God. Who does that in their right senses? And then let me show you the errors. Let's go back to the screen. Now, see number 2. I don't show now. Oh, now when I get right for take my number that for screen. Why don't you put down? By the way, my number this way here. My number this way here. You see, my number this. You save my number. Then do this test while they show you. I'm going to simple. I want me everybody to watch me. Try them by yourself to disprove them. Like my number this on screen. Save on your phone. While you save them, check out while you go see when last are they online. You know, if you go for your settings, your security settings for your WhatsApp, you feel set for say when person read your message, me you know whether I don't read it, you go see that blue line will come out. You feel put and say for see when people if you see when you lastly they online. All those kind of, if you set them, I never ever set them for my phone. So the first error when person will do the thing, it go put that out there for show the public. Now it is show for them, let's say you go say, let's say when last have they online. Let me zoom it in again because I know say I've used my other laptop now for zoom and in one see. Okay, see here. You see here for screen, it shows say I be there for the time when they make the screenshot because not be now. If you see how they say the person in charge for show and for say I be there last, it shows say I one less I be there online. But my phone no they support that thing. Now, my show na number 2 error where they make up. My show na number 2 error where they make up. Number 2 error. Number 2 error. Look at the profile pictures. More look at the profile pictures very well. Now, for the right one and the one I make today, the one will be black. Ma zoom am in. We wanna see the BB mistake. Do ourselves when I see the worst mistake when they make up. See the profile picture. If you see the profile picture, look at the profile picture. Fine. Look at. If you look the way the profile picture there for you, it round, and after the profile picture, you don't get no other thing. When I see my profile picture today, okay, more go for their own. Ma show now the profile picture where they put up for here. For show you say they manipulate them. See them. Ma show now the profile picture. See. Okay, see the profile picture for here. When I look the place. You see the black thing for here. When I see the black thing, when I see some black line for here, when I see some black line, I underline that play that black line. Did they see them? When I see that black line not there for my profile picture. If you like, you go take my telephone. I never changed my profile picture. My profile picture still there. Go take my telephone number, store them. If you look my profile picture, you don't go see the black line. Okay, my tell now wait to be that black line. My tell Amazonians wait to be that black line. Now. Person wey do the thing na very dull man. I tell you, I say the person na amateur. You don't know how to do. See what you do. 2 people don't go shit on the chat, right? When the person don't chat, he go take my screenshot. He go make a screenshot, right? For my number and for my profile picture. He can take up. Each guy will take my profile picture now for cover his own profile picture. Now own profile picture go back. Now what they do now? Say they try to take my profile picture for cover the person in own profile picture. But then they do and so poorly, so you even see part of the person own profile picture for here. See the part for here. Because they not cover and fine. You see part for the person in own profile picture for background. Then for here, you even see the way the telephone number there. If you basically look the picture directly, you go see and say this thing get a white extra layer where they put them for here. A white extra layer there for here where they put them. The whole thing na a manipulative effect. Okay, now see my own profile picture with here. You see, the whole thing be totally different. Totally different. When I say so, put it very clear. That means say now when I get that picture, I want me every Ambazonia way there out there. Take my number, save off your phone. Then go from write me a message like hi Mr. Nanchop. When you write me a message, then look for up. You see my profile picture. So when you go see that black line for up, you know go see that black line. Then go look for their own picture where they put them. You'll see that black line. That means that 2 people don't shoot on the right, they type the message. Maybe let's say that Mr. Nanchop and Dr. Sako the right. Then they go make the person go make a screenshot now. He put where they see Mr. Nanchop number. Then he go call Mr. Nanchop own profile picture where you get off your WhatsApp. For can put them on that thing, but he not put them file. You even see say each try for cover that profile picture, but he not cover that file. You see the other picture for back. You see part of the other picture the day behind. I'm saying the real person way right. He own part of the picture there for back. What a poor job, amateur, stupid people. Now the same way when the records to SCBC, they want go attack ABC. They do them in a very poor way. I can't disprove them. It shows how gullible. Now Ambazonians do want to be the problem. The problem I say why some person go take time to do this kind of thing. Why some person go shit on the thing for sure? I say Ayuktabe and the rest of them, they fight for destroy the revolution. That means they be willing. If you get a shit, if you basically tell us say if you chop this shit, I will kill Mr. Nanchop and Dr. Sako. They go chop shit. They be willing willing, they be so desperate for do everything. When I see how the 8th patient of Maryland, Eric Tato, he be so willing for do every dirty thing. Only for discredit Dr. Sako every day for a show. He don't talk about my chip to, he don't lie all kind of lie. I'm saying he lie don't finish. He lie don't finish against my chip to boy, and now he the job we call Katon in the next show and I say Sako arrested, Chris Anu arrested, Arengwa arrested. No, look, people did not get something for offer. Ambazonians, is this what we are fighting for? I want to see how gullible some people can be. Now, my number there for screen. Take my number. Take that screenshot to the center for you. Right? Put the screenshots for one phone. Me and Huma open up your phone. Then you open my this thing. Look the profile picture. You see my profile picture. My profile picture round. No, see no black for up. You see the black thing for up. The person where you go cut my profile picture, you can't put it on top of your own profile picture. Where you write. Then take my number for doing. He do them in a very poor way. He do them in a very poor way. Now, even if you see the number, the way they put the number, look my number, you go look and say, it don't even look straight for a normal message. Then if you look for honor, they put and say, last seen today, you'll see, I say, my WhatsApp, you know the show when I lastly do online, the whole thing is so erroneous. Then there was, see the grammar. Look the English language and the grammar, where they use for chat. Look the grammar. Now, last but not the least, I want to challenge you for something. You believe, say, Dr. Sako and me, because now if you look at, you go look and say the person, because now two people, if you look at it, you can say, the person will make the screenshot, you don't understand. The person will, you know, for where you write you as some person, your own way you write message, it will always be for that green chat box. It will be within a green text box. The background, it will be green. The other person will only be white. Right? Now, it shows say if you look at it shows say this person will make the screenshot, it won't try for makeup in a form say because that according to them I chat between me and Dr. Sako. So in other sense, now Dr. Sako make the screenshot because if you look at from the chat will come up, it shows say now Dr. Sako won't chat that. And this is some of them because I need think. We never even think and we never even say so. Someone open a brain. You start say the shows say now Dr. Sako make the screenshot. Did you notice that? No, from whosoever they try to blackmail us, it want try to put them in a sense that Dr. Sako make the screenshot. Then the person make the screenshot during when if they make a telephone call because you can see the telephone call 1 hour, 1 minute 36 seconds up. You see how? So I'm gonna ask you a question. You think say Dr. Sako, he be that foolish? Say he will wait take money, bribe me for candle activism. Then he go make a screenshot, they can't share it for public. Why for? Ask yourself, if you be said true, nothing where me and Dr. Sako will be doing, then why you be said Dr. Sako can make the screenshot to put that for public? No, if you be said that kind of thing, you get for be, that means you get for being a secret. So if you look at the whole thing, it's just so erroneous. That means you will not say person where do the thing, he do wrong, he try to manipulate the profile pictures and the number, he do wrong, you see the errors. And look, I feel do one for the screen. Maybe I might do the same thing for the screen when I see him. No more look what I get time. More do one. Ma take me end up and I put your number now for screen. Ma cut yeah, I will write you now. Cut them, I put them for chat. You see I'm the same chat day for it. Naturally anybody enough for cut image. Manipulator if you do them. Simple. But the person who do the thing are very dull fool. Ayuktabe the work not only with fools them. A poem the work, they the one not only with fools them. Dull people. Very dull set of people. Even when they want to blame people, they don't even know how to do it. But when I don't see me when I want to talk, I know they come with lies. I they put facts on the streets. I they put facts on the screen. Now as I put when I see them, I want to disprove them. I disprove them clean and clear. When I look at the difference, clean and clear with facts, straightforward, simple. When they, you know, they don't only tell the two things. They don't tell how many days for planning the team for doing. According to the one blame me, Mr. Nanchop. Mr. Nanchop was there having his fun, having a nice time. It take me how long? I never be up to 1 hour for a year. I don't disprove them. So how will they go invest their whole time? They don't get work for do the kind of thing for one for manipulate the public. And I don't see some gullible Amazonians when they fall for that kind of thing. The first thing you begin to do, you begin to take my number, save on your phone. Then look my profile picture, then look that profile picture. You'll see some black line there for up. You'll see for my profile picture, that black line there. The one will look at me and you say, hey, that black line, that the image, that way for the person will be right, where they try to cover them up. But they do them in the wrong way. So you even see part of the person, the image. Part of the person, your own profile picture, where you write the other message with them. So two people don't go shit down. They decide they write all the kind of message for this, you know, they write a fine. Then they can make screenshot, they go take my profile this in the camp, put them for one cover and say they talk. What nonsense. This leads us to the next question. Why are they doing this? Why? Because, see, they need to shoot stone for mango tree, you no get mango. Which man they go shoot, don't go see mango tree, you no get mango, you take stone, you shoot and they. No. You do shoot stone for mango tree where you get mango, where the mango don't ripe, and you langa for chop the mango. Because then the langa say, the what who they do, they wish they would get that kind of sense for do the kind of thing they do. They know fit. Now even when they want to do, they do them in a very wrong way. See, Ayuktabe a failure, Amazonians. What a shame. The irritator, Mark Barata, they take and they go to SCBC, they travel. According to them, they don't want to deceive Amazonians. I say, make everybody share. Listen, anybody with the comment will never share. My admin will not block it straight. And if they block you for this show today, you can't tell me, oh, Mr. Nanchop, don't block. I need to open you for life. You will not be able to comment again. If you click on the share button, this is a must. Because you know why? When they go do the kind of thing, they will deceive those weak-minded Amazonians. They will deceive them. Ask yourself, why be saying La Republic that they share it in? And then why be say all the bad things you come on with them? Eric Tato, my country people, Mark Barata, and Tapang Ivo, ADF. Why now always all the bad images, all the fake things are always coming from them first? Why? Because they are the masterminders of these things, of these mischievous plans and ideologies. They are the masterminders of these things. So it's terrible. Papa, Mami, it be so terrible. It be so terrible. People that invest, we are investing. Listen, for the revolution, I have never received $1 for anything from anybody, and I don't need it. I don't need anybody's money. I don't need it. I be so blessed. Look, God, I'm under the boast. God don't bless. Look, I be so terribly. I be terribly blessed. The way I be so blessed by God, I'm afraid I be so terribly blessed. Look, Bible says God blessed Abraham in a strange land. So the people, the indigenous for that land, they jealous Abraham. Now so that they jealous me for the German word. Even the Germans, they jealous me. Because it will be so terribly blessed amongst them. So I'm fighting for my people, for my heart. How you get for, excuse me, why some person get for pay me for do what is good? Why? You know, when the ideology where they try to sell them here, now because they be paid for do it they do. Some person they pay them for do it they do. So they don't want blackmail others. Maybe let's say others and be paid for do it. Amazonians, listen. I am the son of the soil. I am a son of Fako, son of the soil. I be bold enough to say I be Ambazonian, and for I fight this fight because I fight as an Ambazonian. I don't need anybody to pay me. What? Listen, I heard somebody talk the other day say Mr. Nanchop go scam some person for $800. $800? If I want scam, if I want to do that kind of thing, then I would not have millions for go even go buy my weapon for Gun Zero. No, what be $800 for these guys? $800 now some big sum of money. Poverty is some bad thing. Poverty is a very bad thing. If person will go in a poverty mentality, poverty-stricken home, people will go in a very poor mentality. That means say for you even here $800 that's some big money for you. So when you can't say they give Mr. Nacho $1,500 for them, now a very big huge sum of money. $1,500. You want to compare that to the blood of my people? To the blood of my people? You know how many of my people they die every day? You just say which money? How much it cost? How much it cost the soul of one person? How much money will they fit give me? We go replace one Amazonian for me. We go replace Mama Happy or na baby matter. How much money will some person go? How much? How much money they go give me? Well, I will stood down to that level for go to sell the soul of my people. Never would that happen. And you see, because La Republique, you know, anytime they don't call me for Yaoundé, I don't bounce down their call. I don't pick calls from criminals, from blood suckers. I don't touch blood money. At the end, clean money. Why I go touch blood money? How much? $10,000. How much is that? Chicken change. Now I go to put my hand for blood money because for they picking them for Eric Tato. Person will be sell CD. When he come for America, they give $10,000. His skin is shake. Look, you're Mexico. They give $20,000. Their skin and shake. Very poor people from poor background. They don't know. Say, listen, the legacy. Sometimes it's good for stand for your dignity and for leave a clean record and a clean legacy than cash. So people that be poor for the life today, all they think about riches and money. Sometimes you can be rich in your character. You can be rich in your personality. You can be rich in your dignity. If they say that man be rich because he get a good attitude. He get a healthy attitude. You see me? I not only be rich financially, I be rich because I get a healthy attitude. You cannot bribe me. Listen, I use this one for talk something for 2 minutes. You see, even person like Dr. Sako, Chris Ano, right? I do respect them like elderly people and fathers. But if you hear some time me and they would argue when it concerns Ambazonia, you will say, "Che, the picking get hard." Oh, you need to hear some time me and Dr. Saku talk because Dr. Saku want the success and I want the success. You know, I be a perfectionist for everything I do. I want it perfect, good. I don't want no mistake. And when I talk with Dr. Saku, we will talk about the Ambazonia and the plan of the future because I talk about the future generation. I don't listen. I know dare make a mistake because I feel make a mistake, but my mistake they affect the lives of millions of people. So I will make sure say every decision and every action I want to come, I scrutinize them. I not be giving any room for mistake or error. Why? Because any mistake where we are the leadership position we make up, it will affect the lives of thousands and hundreds or millions of people. So I cannot afford that error. And I want to hear sometimes they told me and Dr. Sako or Chris Ano or what, I'm very stern. Because of the people. I know so what error and mistake will make them affect the life of these people. Brothers and sisters, listen to me. Your revolution they in good hands. So more than Ambazonians, when I'm in the fall for this kind of cheap things. You guys, for now, now they kind of thing they make like Republic Cowboys and the fools. Oh, I hear Eric Tato go take him. He put a visual say, oh, now look what it's a good. I mean, can you imagine? It's so terrible. Mark Barata go take on a Mark Arata, he put up a television. Say, look at Sakodichi. These guys are always trying to deceive the people. Why are they doing that? They want to deceive you because now they feel say, I don't talk this thing plenty of time. When they talk so, some of you now can become discouraged and not contribute money again for the revolution. Listen, how many of you now, I want any man out there will ever give me money. If you don't ever transfer money from Mr. Nanchop, bring out the receipt. I challenge even that one where they say Mr. Nanchop go scam some person for $800. Let them bring the receipt. Maybe put the receipt out there. If you transfer money from Mr. Nanchop, if now Western Union, bring it out there. Let's see it clean and clear. For talk is cheap. Any man fit talk, any man fit accuse anybody. If you just say you transfer money from Mr. Nanchop, bring the receipt out there. You see, these guys, what they do now say, they don't want to deceive you. They want to just create confusion. And this is the problem in the revolution. Because we get an enemy like Republic where they abuse every day, they kill our people. The one that wake up say, they want to deceive the people. Now I show you the last time how a poem they work for La Republique. When I want to deny, I play them again one more time. I want to listen. I want to listen to this video. I will put analysis and put them surely miss. I want to listen to this. Listen to this.
We talk about AI. Like when we talk Women's Day, say me for no go Women's Day. Just find some key women there. They go Women's Day. Where they disobey Women's Day. Where you go arrest them. They pass them for court. They cut their hands, send them back. Like this was his back there. Just cut it 200. Now self-defense because you need help for give power. You know, you need help for give power for occupier. But AI, I will see them for talking. Like when we talk Women's Day, say me for no go Women's Day.
I show now when I see just a few video. So if for the video, when I see how a poem that doesn't make the cash Susie's back, make the cut hand. It's because Susie's back na internal enabler. If you recognize Susie's back na an Ambazonian, where they work with La Republique for kill our people. Then when I hear for one of the videos we make I'm just officer, we either try to blackmail me, for coach me, for talk lie against me. You know, one person it might be blocked with lie, you know if you think normally, you know if you think rationally. The boys are brain. I look and say, Banga, don't block him. Kai, don't block him. Then lifestyle don't just damage the whole thing. So they don't lose. Yeah, I get what you talk. Now yeah.
Go back from my post and read any other post on social media. All man where they write the story we have about Lisoka, they not get the facts. They will say they kill 6 people for Boya. But it not be Boya. Lisoka not be Boya. Now even Nya, because that Boya is different from Lisoka. Now one person will write the specific village and the exact number of deaths, and the woman who died not be military shooting. That's any man for Lisoka, and that was Eric Tato. Because I've been meticulous when it comes to my facts. All man taken from our page. Now we will indicate say Cameroon military We use our wisdom for create more awareness. Say, Cameroon you don't kill 10 people for less than 24 hours before any other man can start write that headline. Now, who listen to one? The simplest person on earth with you interact with you. Now listen, I was showing you one thing. I've been asleep this morning. One of my brothers two Boston to send for me. But you see now Susie Park send for me. Now in this now charging me and Susie Park he send for me the morning. Wait that spam chop guy about me. And immediately at the first one I send for Susie Park. I send him my HIV test. We go send for either or we be negative. Now in this very well. So you see I was showing now in that's what HIV you can.
Amazonians. You swear the recovery that will be Anglophones there. Person tell you say, so the spank na internal enabler, made a cut hand, made a deal. Now it is shown a chat in a Susie Spark. In a Susie Spark, the chat to it send 8 tests for Susie Spark. As who? Whose connection, whose relationship with the Susie Spark? You don't develop a relationship now, you're an internal enabler. So you send me your 8 tests. Lies. Either it try to lie on about the 8 tests. I don't challenge him, may bring and put up a war. If he can bring paper cash in I pay sleep this. Oh, no, say that one is still a fake. I know I'm going to that for today. Why don't you bring a capital to the war? If he bring plan B, the secret of Amazonia, capital for a war, plan B, he put up a war. Why don't you put the 8 tests for a war? 8 special. You die before the, in fact, you know, I'm not sure you even chop cream on here. I level of your evilness. You are Ayuktabe. I level of your evilness. But Amazonianism, I want to draw attention to one thing. When you see person way, it be condemn the enemy tomorrow. Today, it talk say the enemy they work together and they chat. What did that one mean for you? And a person can sing Ayuktabe name for you every day. Now it show you their chat with the enemy. That very person will come and say the enemy. It did like Nijon, when Nijon will fight Pobia, but now they see Nijon in and John Gute and Pobia, all the Navoya on the night they fight against you. Which the one make me to understand. That very Nijon the open up the talker, we Amazonians will be the problem. It show you see these guys they don't take the side of the enemy. What else do you want as a proof? Now they don't go as far as they fight some of who will stand for the revolution and for the truth. They try to manipulate chat messages for discredit us. And if you see that, you go see the news with the person write them. I mean, say so erroneous. So it just be if you. I mean, any person will get sense will complete. If you complete class 7 primary school, first school, you know if you fall for that shit thing. And I be so sad, shocked. Say some Amazonians even fall for that shit. So this one they call me, they spread them out. What? How some put a door so? Not cares. I'll leave and so. Because you know, I don't just show now how Ayuktabe don't fall down so low in a surrogatism. They don't become so low for destroy the revolution. Their target now is to destroy the revolution. People that be called an enemy yesterday, today. Camto, where we did an enemy today, now Camto they work. When I see that they use that 22nd of September, the country say more go join Camto people for work. Now what they do? Now Mark, among all activists, then why is not only Mark Barata? Tapang Ivo and Eric Tato, the Tosimo go join Camto. Why? Why? Be say any bad video or audio na ever Tapang Ivo, Mark Barata and Eric Tato. We can see how the Wango Kichacha. We see na Mark Barata, Eric Tato, Tapang Ivo, they shit on together. The Tosi Chacha must die. It won't be 3 days Chacha die. Why? Be say all the bad things will happen for the revolution. They always see these 3 boys there. Ambassadors, are you blind? Now that they talk say, they talk about national dialogue. Mark Barata, Tapang Ivo, Eric Tato, they say, oh, na good thing, more they go for national dialogue. That way it fail, you know you ain't talk anything again. The one talk they say na bad idea, say we'll get government. That very government with United Nations they talk with them today. Now they talk saying a bad idea, so we get a government. So the one United Nations turn out to who? Which is them activists them. We do not know they are left from their right. The one make themselves relevant, nonsensical people, because they don't know they are left from their right. They don't even stand for the truth. The one in international nation bodies they can't talk with them. Amazon and they put it on the one believe them for take we go boya. Seriously, When I know why the revolution get at this place station this will be stagnant somehow. We remove langsam and slow, because some of una don't give una self for these fools them, may they deceive una. And whenever you are brain, okay now, after they come to that, I can't talk about different things. I can't tell now why, and I don't spend more than 1 hour for expose for una the boy they are evil. I can't talk about something positive, but this is waste of time. Anytime I want to take 2 steps ahead, the boy they pull me behind because some of una are just dull. If they believe any foolish, why you not just take that profile picture? You take my number. Why you don't get my number of your phone? Take the profile picture. Look at. Just write me hi. Take my number, save her. Right? Then write me hi. When you write me, inside that chat where you see my number for up. Look my profile picture. You see as a round, a clean. You don't get some black line on top. My way John late, you don't miss which I be sure. But then go look at their picture. You go see that black line on top. Where now the picture for the person where they be the chat with. They don't take my profile picture. They chat for cover that person picture. They don't do I'm fine. Will they still see the error? How person go dull for that level? You want to manipulate until you even. And these guys are so dull. Now so they want go hack ABC. They go do them in a very dull way. I still can't disprove them. I don't think say the grandpapa for person way. If one technically can defeat me inside Ambazonia, they never born me, Mr. Nanchop. The grandpapa for person we want use technology for defeat me inside Ambazonia or for blame me, they never born me. But they try harder. Since they don't get work, more left them. You see, Ambazonians more focus on the good work we do. When I see yesterday we were doing drafting for our refugees, they did it seriously. They did lie against we. They did make conspiracy theories because they don't get work for do. Now they are work new work done. What a shame. Others and they think about our suffering people. See what people they suffer for ground zero, for ground one. What prisoner them they do when they need job. When I say like make the body they suffer, we do with the poor head together for see how we help these people. Some people then they make chat, fake message for can discredit we Ambazonians and you support them. Let's call it a day. You know, sometimes the dullness sometimes for these things. It marvel me. Now, before I round up, now I even just use the opportunity to talk this. At the round up with this, the IG humanitarian draft continues. You know, and maybe because we collect money yesterday or we try to do drafting yesterday, that one are just the launching. Now, Amazonians, please, I come up tomorrow. I will make a message 2 days ago. The title will be If Na You. I don't know how many of you watched that message. If Na You. Oh God. If not you, I will continue tomorrow on that. I want me all of you to do something. See, the humanitarian draft no end for day. You understand? You no end for day. Yesterday, we job for me at the official launching. We of the Amber Boys platform, we got to raise $30,000. $30,000 for Adam for the money they raised yesterday. So whatever they raised yesterday, they want to just the beginning. Me, Mr. Nanchop, Auna. We will raise $30,000. Now that money for some people, it sounds too big. It be very simple, and I will tell you how we will raise them. No $1 no go come off your pocket. No worry your skin. You will watch me. $1 no go come off your pocket, I assure you. But we go raise at least $30,000 for Adam for that 67,000 or 65,000 for make them. I mean, if I will run them, or maybe like 100,000 for them. Because our brothers and sisters, we're there for prison. You know, so if me and you will be there for ground zero today. We will carry gun for the fight. Maybe some of you, if we don't kill we, maybe some of you will see the answer Koningi. So, the way the answer Koningi do not get the ability to do what you want to do. We get for do and for them. Now, why don't I work extra hard? I work extra. Some days, 24 hours, I sleep 4 hours a day. Some days, 24 hours small. People they write me all over. They say, Mr. Nanchop, you sit there up. They say, the man sleep. My woman the vex, you must sleep or no can die for your time. Do I tell papa, my papa the vex, the picky go carry high blood. You want the whole Amazon on the head. I tell them, say, listen. My brother they're there for prison, and one way they don't die if they be there for my place. They work for easy. So me one I define for do work for 10 person. I want to represent 10 man for do 10 work for 10 person. Why some of you would invest your time and money? We know they pay. Nobody needs to pay us. Because we are doing the right thing and we are doing it for our people. Some people, the way they don't go give them money, they work hard for this credit. What a shame. Is that the revolution? That one for making me understand. See, just imagine when they play football. Why they take ball for go score your enemy pool? See your own brother they go stand for blocker. They kick the ball out to pool. You go and see that person know that your team. Ambazonians, how else have you repeat this thing? How many times have you told now? Even if some of them go focus for support some of you and the good things all they do, the revolution will go far ahead. Some of them don't want to just be skeptical and they pull back when they don't want to support the good work. How now want me the work go to an end? Brothers and sisters, we have to change this nonsense. We don't waste a lot of time for the enemy. So tomorrow, and they come up, I will bring up the strategies. Everybody, if you love, listen, I beg you. And if we beg you too much for people, then for ground zero. How many of them do even wish so they get the ability for communicate with us? I don't think say most of you when the draft on counties, when the draft for whatsoever may remain so. That one correct. But this humanitarian draft would one do. No na money you no go come on for our pocket. I also we for the Amber Voice with the strategy I go bring them tomorrow. All we got to implement that strategy when I go say and say we will raise more than $30,000 for our people. You know, never no go come up for our pocket. So don't miss my live show tomorrow, 5 o'clock Amber. So ma see what I fit take 1 or 2 calls before I drop. I'll take 1 or 2 calls. Ma put this song me they play while they wait for take 1 or 2 calls. Hello? Yeah, why are you calling with unknown number?
What have we done? What have we done?
Let me. Yes, okay, hold on. I think we have the first caller on the line. We have a caller on the line. I don't know why he's calling with a private number. Let me see. Hello, sir. Welcome to Amber Voice.
I'm right here. Should I be? I'm the pilot caller. Can I talk?
Yes, we are listening to you, sir.
Okay, thank you. You don't need to expatiate very much on what you have been doing. I just want to thank you for all you've been doing, okay? You don't need to expatiate. We already understand all what is going on, but so I think we are fine. We are satisfied. We, your followers, we are satisfied.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
So
yeah, and then just one more thing to ask. So, but how? I want to understand where is my trip to Royal? What can you say? It's not here more than tell us here.
Okay. Good. My father answer that person question. I think I get the other next person on the line. That person to say, "What's my trip to Boyade?" When I see which car for daytime, man, my trip to here for 2018. Man, can ask you for 2000 almost ending 2020. Say, where is my trip to Boya? Ambazonians, they don't do audit for my trip to Boya. The money, all this day we see the whole money. Person which maybe you not even contribute. He asked me for 2020. So where is my trip to Boya? Look here. The show I told I said some people are dull. The one then he was in the call without a number from America. He said the call from America. Some people they really dull. You ask in Ayuktabe and small boy, I surely do that thing. Or when every tattoo a friend. Some of these guys are just so dull. I mean, can you imagine? Can you imagine? He said, where is my trip to? No, if your papa a grave. Countryman, my trip to if your papa a grave, go dig and take up. Full. Full at your age is a fool forever. Man, see what I'll get the next caller. Say, where is my trip to Boya? So, if person one call may be constructive, and we'll give you the room for talk. Well, nevertheless, I think I have to go out of hand. I think this other people will come up very soon. I will leave now. I see some people don't try to call for WhatsApp. So whosoever was trying to call on WhatsApp, please you can try call again. I'll pick one more caller. I'll take just one more caller. Then we'll round up. I think I get the next caller on the line. Hold on, ma'am. Hold on. Hold on, ma'am. Yes, hello.
Hello, Mr. Nanchop. Good evening.
Good evening, madam. Welcome to Amber Voice. Now, who the talk?
Yeah. Thank you. Ambazonia woman talk.
Okay, mama. What you get to tell me today? Or what to be a question?
Mr. Nanchop, I don't tire this struggle for the Epom for Maryland. I don't know which year the Ambazonia people that go believe, say, because man like me, I observe for you words that come out from my mouth, I don't already know, say, the man is not straight for the revolution. My person, I say, upon all the powers where he get them, it declares say, the block all letters where they go for the international body, where come out from Sako. If LRC get all the powers there for the do all things as they claim, for the investigate about Sako and Cristiano and about you, he know everything. For how many years they don't come America? Important people don't be America for long. People don't know to do things that Eric yesterday. If you want to know things of America pass all man. The investigate go here, investigate go right. So he get all the powers. Why no one take we go boya say see Ayuktabe? Why you know what take we go boya? Why they investigate? You say you know all banks are supposed to save money. You know, sorry, our president is save money. He say no all banks our spoke person Cristiano you do. You don't do so, you don't do that. So Eric get all that powers. He claims say he get out of America. Why we still take back carries now? Why we still take back? Why all the distraction? Now say this not picking when I start and born about for the Amazonian struggle.
Wonderful. You see, thank you so much for that question. You see, Amazonians, I don't want to say, sometimes they call we say Anglophones because we behave like fools. If you now go ask simple question, how do they ask? How do our sister they ask? For the basic things, then just ask simple question, they forget a real answer. Then I'm not sure so we'll be able to do. If we don't go far for the revolution, maybe by now so we already start planning for. We want for don't stop. We don't be for boya. For the trying and how we start now for the do rehabilitation and for this the bring back our refugees. But people will stay there because of too much lies telling and manipulation. Anytime we want to take 2 steps ahead, people they go push we 1 step behind. Why? My sister, round up your present.
Mr. Nanchop, yes, I don't know I talk some more again. Mr. Nanchop, and then one of you the fake kill me finish and for Dana say when they call go stand for Grand Zero, the Amazonian people for Grand Zero, they follow their go stand. According to the newsletter, the internal government the care. Everybody work with La Republic. So I mean the forces for the Republic they go for Amazon start to kill people there. They move people there for their house, they kill them. All in the name of say you have blackmail Sako, and they say the go stand they call now, it not be relevant. Now their own must be. Now why people they kill all that money there's no waiting. Now when I just believe say they work with La Republic because when people Cristiano not can sound lockdown. You will work with their public agents then. Make them move for people there for house. Make them keep people there. Until you get the voice for carbon like they talk away. People when they die, them na public kill there. Na Amazonia there. Which time when we Amazonia the one learn say this boy they need to talk my truth. These boys will not dey out to fight for we. All these distraction and things we for not go ahead name na today. Because now everything go move later for America. I wonder whether anything for America. Amazonian boys are not for America. Mommy and Papa are not for the. Everything come from like a custom. So they don't be seen that they travel go account from France to America. Year did travel yesterday. It became all discussion. Me all man say every food just no any one of America. Then you will get that power. We are Ayuktabe. Why Ayuktabe should for please the carry now? Why you when they recognize of America? Why they no move carry today? Why they not raise their own armor trap money? Focus. They take we go for ya with the one that place to go ahead. I only want to put a draw it back. Make they raise money so they not buy the machine that will kill with the people that will take back our land. All will follow them. Maybe like everyday talk for online, Facebook, Isono, Nanchop, Attire. I don't believe say make all our people that they try for the read now words they come out for person in the mouth.
Thank you.
And their action.
My sister, you get sense. If you can, I be so disappointed sometimes at some of una Amazonian women. But man, I look and say, hold on. For my personal, the one my own personal opinion, I could be wrong. When I say Amazonian women, they don't show you say they be intelligent than the men them. Because if you look the revolution, women them revolution, they be hard to deceive them. They be difficult to deceive them. You need to do one talk. Now question where any person will get sense, we even go class 1 for primary school, you get to know of a hit. How person go the 5 person where they do strategy and at least bring plan for take you go boya. But this is they bring no plan. Then if you want you believe that person will bring plan for take you go boya be bad person. Oh ambassador, who cares we? My sister, thank you so much for your call. Thank you for your contribution. Wonderful.
Thank you, Mr. Nanchop. Keep on, don't shake it. Nobody will shake you for that place.
That's right. Thank you, madam. Later.
When we get here, may not get here, may they follow the track. Any man they on the upper, we'll fight the fight, boya. Nothing will shake our president, Dr. Sako and Chris Ano there. They are wasting their time.
Amen. Yeah. Thank you, Mama. Wonderful. Now, dear, I'm take the next caller. I just say, do one to from. No. Yes, hello. Welcome to Amber Voice.
Hello, Mr. Nanchop. Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah. Am I live?
You are live. Would hear you?
Okay, I have 3 questions to ask if you can permit me. Let me speak in pidgin.
For us?
Okay. 3 questions if you could permit me.
Okay.
Question number 1. Why are Sako, Chris Ano, and the others so perfect according to you?
Hold on.
That's my first. Just permit me ask the 3 questions.
I answer. Okay.
Sorry?
No, go on.
Alright, that's the first question. Why is Sako, Chris Ano, and all those who are under Sako so perfect according to you? That's number 1 question. Number 2 question. What has Sisiko and those who are in prison done to you guys that you saw that you forgot that? In fact, we will not forget. Say when I fight or revolution.
Okay, hold on. What's your name? By the way, now I got your number for you. What's your name? No, excuse me. Before I ask a question for Amazon, I will give you time for talk now. Let me pick your call. Talk and know me Amazon and know who they talk. At least they know who they talk. So that they feel attribute the question to a personality. Now who they talk? Are you come up for which country?
My name is Godlove.
Godlove who? For which county, by the way? No talk. Godlove correct. No go for the other one. From which county?
I want to know my county.
You see, you know, if you answer one question, we come up for which county? Why I want to know your county? But excuse me, you want to answer 3 questions for you. Now, at least I don't give opportunity to ask 2 questions. I will answer the 2. You say why? You say whether according to me, from your words, why I think say Dr. His Excellency Dr. Ikomi Samuel Sako and Chris Ano be perfect. Which day ever hear me make that statement? Which day you say, according to me, which day you hear me? How can you justify that? You see the problem we have in this revolution, Amazonians. Which day you never ever hear me at this on human being be perfect? I never ever use the word even for my show. So any human being be perfect. See, I don't talk plenty things for the revolution. Say, no, we not be go for school for know how to run a revolution. And if you don't follow my show, you will know. So I don't talk say, I thank God for the bad things where they don't happen for the past with the revolution because it don't open my eye as Amazonian people for learn not to make the same mistake again tomorrow. So for this idiot, for the court, you say some person be perfect out of topic completely. You see, then number 2 question we talk. I want to answer you. Say, why when Ayuktabe and the rest are for prison, you get what against them. You see, this is the problem we have in this revolution. By the way, how which it takes Sisiko Ayuktabe go for that prison? If you tell we which take you go for that prison, then we'll answer the rest of the question. You say we'll get something against them. You know how much money? You know say over $200,000 we will raise them for my trip to where we use them for follow Sisiko Ayuktabe in case for prison for no sudden day. You know so, and Dr. Sako emphasized on that with Barrister Fujonso. Barrister Fujonso, I don't bring you if you don't cut to hand it flag go Nigeria for go follow up case for Sisiko. Today you get up here, they team up talk how we hate them. Can you see how when I don't get conscience? When I don't get so when I don't get conscience, when I don't really when I just talk so stupidly. Person go raise money. Oh, that is Sisiko be the incommunicado. We will not be no side day. We will give up. We will not give up. I never ever thought one day for this show I hate Sisiko. I want to say I hate his devilish actions them, including which way the travel do them with his surrogates them. Why don't disprove of here today? It shows you how gullible this guy is. Still yet, with all the evil we done, would still fight to make come out for that prison because one give our own punishment inside Amazonia. Inside Amazonia, we want give our own punishment because look. No matter what, you better say, maybe you punish your pikin. May different man not punish your pikin for you. You don't understand, no? Because if you tell other man, may punish your pikin, you don't know as if you do with your wicked heart. But if you want punish your pikin, you will get that feeling saying your pikin, you punish your pikin. Now, so you go punish Ayuktabe them and all these people them. You see. So this frustrated idiots, the way they just wake up, they talk, wait to get away to the people. See, the actions of Ayuk Julius Tabe don't lead to the death of so many people. You know how many people Ayuk Julius don't kill her through this thing? You know how many people they don't die? Mommy, they don't die because of this confusion where Ayuk Julius Tabe and the rest them, Eric Tato them, and the rest them, they don't bring up for the revolution. You do open your mouth to talk. So what would they against those that devilish acts them? You tell me say what would they against them? So you prefer may Ayuk Julius do bad things, make people they die only because they are countryman. If you hear him, I get a number of here. You the pretend say come, even the country where come on. They say what you say I got love. Yeah, lie. You know, if I identify you from me talk. But you know, if I give ask a simple test for so that I go be honest for talk about we be a German people call from with a German number. It is still lie. When you are so dishonest, even to yourself, how you want me we in a collective honesty make a progress for the revolution? Why you not this? Why some of you not be so slave, una like slavery? Why? I get the next caller on the line. Wait, caller, increase your volume so I can hear you. Yes, hello, welcome to Amber Voice. We hear you, Mama.
Okay, Mr. Nanchop, I beg Papa. Okay, by the way, I listen from USA. So I just want to thank you for all the good work we did do. And I want to say, you forget about all those people where they call, like this one day they ask my trip to Boya, say, wait, Ayuktabe don't do it. You know why? Because if you look today for your platform, we get a lot of black legs the way they don't come because you don't expose them more than enough. They don't get anything to prove you wrong. Now why that we say that they can't cause distraction? Because I not believe some man go they ask my trip to Boya. Any person where they follow this revolution will know say if it be said transparency won't be a tabenya proud the way they call and whether now it be that their whatsoever. If you get for camp or they call it several times in no camp. They begin for the emphasize on that point. No, we say they go can't talk about my trip to Boya where they don't say one person when I be the main person no be show up. So more let that part aside. For point I say wait any man with the doubt wait where Ayuktabe say the claim say wait Ayuktabe do where we will hate for the revolution or he says Sako them. Then that person are idiot. That caller say, Mr. Ikola, you are a fool because no man know the way people that. How many times you don't bring audio here, video them, messages them, come disprove Ayuktabe. The one we Nick Santos talk am say na Ayuktabe sending. How many callers they don't call for question Nita Santos? They can't be questioning. So Papa beg, forget about them. Any man we see all those people, I know saying na a me handwork, so just relax, forget about them. All those bunch of idiots then that they do all those things in bed. Continue match fire if the pepper then correct now when they start they vibrate too. So now my own small contribution that Amazonia must be free. We must be free.
Wonderful. Thank you, sis. Thank you, my Lizette. Wonderful. Well, for the Amazonians, I go at the round of the show now. I'm not going to take call again. One thing, I just one call. I don't know whether ABC will come up live today, but I go round up now. So as I tell now, Papa and Mommy them, I go round up the show now. I don't see, we don't see how some idiots and they call for disgrace themselves because then the worst way shocked me today, I say all the women the way they call, they sound so rational, and then the men the way they call, they just show say they don't even get brain. They don't know the German number. Maybe after this I'll just put German number for screen. Mona no we be. He say be God love. I will put number for screen. Mona attack you for me because I cannot put them. You know when they do their bad thing, just like my Lizette talk for here. When I bring out all that audios and video where they come out for Ayuktabe, he no can question her. Even when Nick Santos talk Ayuktabe right me they go back for special status. He no talk. Let's say we are picking the diner because of special status. You open his silly mouth. Can they talk say wait Ayuktabe do you? Ayuktabe the lead were picking that they die. People they die for sell way back for like public. It good for you. No be bad thing way they do. No because oh my God, Amazonians Papa Mami them. I don't answer on a question today. I don't tell you. So you see. We always get Judas Iscariot and like these kind of people and these bad seeds them. But we'll not get for give up because we'll not say the target na boya. So for those who they think say that they pay we for do it, you know what they do. Now because then they pay them. Make them go be keep collect their money. At the end of the day. You know one thing Bible to say all we could stand in front of God and give accountability for our life. So whosoever they do it, they will give accountability for their life. It is well. I will leave on now. I'll see you on tomorrow. Don't miss my show tomorrow. You will regret it. And before you go, click on the share button. Click on the share button. Have a nice time, brothers and sisters. See you tomorrow. Cheers.